Good morning, dear children. How are you all? Hope you all are fine and doing your studies very well. So, let us start our today's mathematics class. Hope you all are ready. Dear children, hope you all have remembered that we were studying chapter 1 large numbers. Today also we'll continue with the same chapter. But before continuing, let us quickly recap what we have studied in our last class. In our last class, we have studied how to write a given number in expanded form and standard form. We did the sums of exercise 1.2. We studied how to compare the given numbers and we studied how to write the given numbers in ascending and descending order, and we have also did the sums of exercise 1.3. Children, let us see what we are going to study today. Today we will study forming numbers, successor and predecessor, the problems of exercise 1.4, Indian and international system of numeration, and problems of exercise 1.5. Dear children, let us start with our today's topic, forming numbers. In this topic, we'll see how to write the greatest number and smallest number using the given digits. First, let us see how to write the greatest number. Look at the example given. Write the greatest number using the digits 2, 6, 1, 5, 9, 4. Here we are given 6 digits. Using these 6 digits, we have to write the greatest number. Now to write the greatest number, we need to arrange the given digits in descending order. That is, starting from the largest to smallest. Now the largest number given here is 9. So first we'll write 9. After 9, the smallest number after 9 is 6. The smallest to 6 is 5. Then after 5 comes 4. Then 2. Then 1. We have arranged the numbers in descending order. Now we'll put commas according to the periods. So we'll get the number as 9,65,421. So this is the largest number formed using the given digits. So we'll conclude that to form a greatest number using the digits, we have to arrange the given digits in descending order. Dear children, now let us see how to write the smallest number using the given digits. To write the smallest number using the given digits, we write the digits in ascending order. If there is 0 amongst the digits, it takes the second place after the smallest digit. Look at the following example. Write the smallest number using the digits 286401. Now we know that to write the smallest number, we have to arrange the digits in ascending order. Ascending means from smallest to biggest. So the smallest number among this is 0. But we cannot write 0 first. So we need to write 0 after the second smallest number. The second smallest number after 0 is 1. So we'll write 0 after 1. So it comes 1 0. Then after 1 it is 2. Then 4, then 6, then 8. Understood? Whenever there is 0 amongst the digits, you have to write 0 after the smallest digit. Understood? So here we read the number as 1,02,468. Dear children, hope you all have understood how to write the greatest number and smallest number using the given digits. Now let us see our second topic, successor and predecessor. This is what you have already studied in your previous classes. Let us recall it. We already know that successor is a number which comes just after the given number. That is, if we add 1 to the given number, we'll get the successor of that number. For example, the successor of 56,237 is 56,238. The successor of 41,235 is 41,236. Children, now let us recall what is predecessor. We already know that the predecessor of a number is the number which comes just before the given number. That is, to find a predecessor of any number, we have to subtract 1. For example, predecessor of 36,215 will be 36,215 minus 1, which is 36,214. Similarly, the predecessor of 85,413 will be 85,413 minus 1, which is 85,412. Hope you all have understood what is predecessor and what is successor. Dear children, let us start with exercise 1.4. Look at the first question. Make the greatest and the smallest numbers with the given digits. The given digits are 8, 6, 7, 3, 1, 4. First, let us write the greatest number. We all know that to write the greatest number, we need to arrange the given digits in descending order. Descending order means from largest to smallest. So the largest digit among the given digit is 8. Then after 8 comes 7, then 6, then 4, then 3, then 1. Now separating them using commas, we'll get the number as 8,76,431, which is the greatest number can be formed using the digits. Now let us see how to write the smallest number. We all know that to write the smallest number, we need to arrange the digits in ascending order. Ascending means from smallest to biggest. So the smallest number among the given digits is 1. A little bigger after 1 is 3. A little bigger is 4. Then 6. Then comes 7. Then 8. Separating the numbers using commas, we'll read the number as 1,34,678. Hope you all understood this bit. Now going on the second bit, bit B, the digits given are 408, 9, 1, 2, 3. First, let us write the greatest number. The greatest number we'll write by arranging the given digits in descending order. So the largest number among the largest digit among the given number is 9. Then comes 8, then comes 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, then 0. Separating the numbers using commas, we'll read the number as 98,43,210. Now let us see how to write the smallest number. We have already discussed that if there is 0 in the given digits, we write the 0 in the second place after the smallest number. Here after 0, the smallest number is 1. So we write 0 after 1. So 1, 0. After 1, what is the smallest? What is the greatest than 1? Is 2. Then a little greater number 3. Then a little greater 4. Then 8. Then 9. Separating the number using commas, we read the number as 10,23,489. Hope you all have understood how to write the greatest number and smallest number using the given digits. Dear children, look at second question. Make the greatest and smallest six-digit number by using all of the given digits. You may repeat the digits. If you look here children, four digits are given and they're asking us to find the six-digit numbers. That means we need to repeat a number three times. For finding the greatest number, we need to repeat the greatest number three times. The greatest number here is 9. So we'll write the number as 999,754. So separating the number using commas, we'll get the number as 9,99,754. Now let us see how to write the smallest number. To write the smallest number, we'll repeat the smallest digit. The smallest digit here is 4. So we write the number as 444,579. Separating the periods using comma, so we read the number as 4,44,579. Hope you all have understood this. Now let us see the second bit. The given digits here are 3804. First we write the greatest number. We all know that to write the greatest number, we need to repeat the greatest digit, which is 8. So we write it as 888,430. We read the number as 8,88,430. Smallest number, we all know that to write the smallest number, we need to repeat the smallest digit. Smallest digit here is 0. But 0 we cannot write in first place. So we need to write 0 after the second smallest digit, which is 3. So we write it as 3,000,48. So we read it as 3,48,000, which is a six-digit number. Hope you all have understood how to write the greatest and smallest number using the given digits. Dear children, now let us look at the question 3. A publisher published 4,56,987 books in the year 2001, 3,74,569 in 2002, and 9,63,258 in 2003. Compare and write the highest and least number of published books in the given year. So the question is, we have been given the number of books published in the year 2001, 2003, 2 and 2003. We have to compare and we have to write the highest and least number of published books in the given years. So if you observe here, the highest number is 9,63,258 in the year 2003, and the least number of books published were 3,74,569 in the year 2002. Hope you all have understood this. This is only to compare the given numbers which you already studied in your previous classes. Dear children, let us look at question number 4. Write the predecessor and successor of the following numbers. We all know that the predecessor of a given number is the number which comes just before the number. That is, to find the predecessor, we need to subtract 1 from the given number. And the successor of a given number is the number which comes just after the given number. That is, to find the successor of any number, we need to add 1. So look at the first bit. The first number given is 8,56,209. So to find the predecessor, we will minus 1 from this number. We'll get 8,56,208. And to find the successor, we have to add 1 to this number. So we'll get 8,56,210. Now let us look at the second question. The number given here is 1,05,654. So the predecessor will be 1,05,654 minus 1, which is 1,05,653. And the successor will be 1,05,654 plus 1, which is 1,05,655. Hope you all have understood this. Now try to solve the third question where the number given is 6,53,247. Hope you all can do the third question by yourself. Dear children, look at fifth question. Write the predecessor of the smallest six-digit number. We all know that the smallest six-digit number is 1 lakh. Now to find the predecessor of 1 lakh, we need to subtract 1 from it. That is 1 lakh minus 1 gives us 99,999, which is the greatest 5-digit number. Now question number 6. Write the successor of the greatest 5-digit number. We all know that the greatest 5-digit number is 99,999. So to find its successor, we have to add 1 to it. So 99,999 plus 1 gives us 1 lakh, which is the smallest 6-digit number. Hope you all have understood question number 5 and question number 6. Dear children, after studying about successor and predecessor, let us start our next topic, which is Indian and International System of Numeration. Dear children, in India, we will follow Indian system of numeration and will use the Indian place value chart, whereas most of the countries outside India use International System of Numeration and International Place Value Chart. Dear children, now let us see what is the difference between our Indian place value chart and International place value chart. We already know how to write Indian place value chart. Quickly recall it, okay? The ones, tens and hundred places comes in ones period, 1,000 and 10,000 places comes in thousands period, and lakhs and 10 lakhs place comes in lakhs period. So this is our Indian place value chart. Now let us see how to write the international place value chart. In international place value chart also 0, tens, 100 comes under ones period. But in thousands period the places which comes are 1,000, 10,000 and 100,000. After 1,000 in Indian place value chart we have lakhs period. But in international place value chart after thousands period we have millions period. And the places which comes under millions periods is millions, 10 millions and 100 millions. Hope you all have understood the difference between Indian place value chart and international place value chart. Now look at the number given in the Indian place value chart. The number written in the Indian place value chart is 876125, and we all know how to read this number. This number is read as 8,76,125. We already know this. Now looking at international place value chart, the number written here is 3543460. Now how we will read this number? 3 is written in millions place, so we will read it as 3 millions. 543,460. So the number written in the international place value chart is read as 3,543,460. Dear children, let us see the differences between the Indian place value chart and international place value chart. In Indian place value chart, the third period is lakhs period, where the number of digits is 2, that is lakhs and 10 lakhs. And the period 2 is thousands period, where the number of digits is 2, 1,000 and 10,000s. And period 1, it is a ones period with number of digits 3, which is ones, tens and 100. Now coming to international place value chart, period 3 is millions period, where the number of digits is 3, which is millions, 10 millions and 100 millions. Period 2 is thousands period where the number of digits are 3, which is 1000, 10,000 and 100,000. And period 1 is ones period where the number of digits are 3, which is ones, tens and 100. Hope you all have understood the difference between Indian place value chart and international place value chart. Dear children, look at the following example. Consider the number 452361. Let us see how to write it in Indian system. First, we will separate the number using commas. The first period have 3 digits, so we'll put a comma after 3 digits, 361. Thousands period have 2 digits, so we'll put a comma after 2 digits, that is after 52. Then we read the number as 4,52,361. Now, in international system, we separate the ones period, that is after 3 digits we'll put a comma. Then thousands period there are 3 digits, so we read the number as 452,361. Hope you all have understood how to read the given number in Indian system as well as international system. Children, now let us look some important points related to international system. Here the first point is 1 lakh equals to 100,000 and 10 lakhs equals to 1 million. That is, in international system we write 1 lakh as 100,000 and 10 lakhs as 1 million. In international system we'll use millions. Dear children, now let us start our exercise 1.5. Question 1 is, rewrite the numbers in Indian place value chart and also in words. We already know how to write the given numbers in Indian place value chart. So, we read the number as 3,25,047. Dear children, look at the second question. Rewrite the numbers in Indian place value chart and also in words. We have already studied international place value chart. In international place value chart, the first period is ones period with the places ones, tens and 100, and the second period is thousands with the places 1000, 10,000 and 100,000. So we read the number as 652,104. Dear children, look at question number 3. Draw the Indian and international place value chart and write each of the following numbers in both the charts. The number given here is 684012. First, let us write it in Indian place value chart. In the Indian place value chart, we have 3 periods, ones period, thousands period and lakhs period. So the number will be here is 6,84,012. If we put it in international place value chart, the places which we have in international place value chart, in ones period we have ones, tens, hundreds. In thousands period we have thousands, 10,000 and 100,000. So the number will be read as 684,012. Hope you all are clear with Indian and international place value charts. Dear children, look at question number 4. Using the international place value chart, write the numeral for each of the following names separating periods with commas. Here the number name is given and we have to write it in international places value chart. So the first one is 204,601. 204,000 means it comes under thousands period. So 204, 601, 601. Hope you all have understood. Now let us look at B bit. 1,204,101. 1 million comes under millions period 1, 204,000 comes under thousands period 204, 101. So the number is 1,204,101. Hope you all have understood how to write the given number name in international system. Dear children, let us end our today's class here. This is also the end of our first chapter, Large Numbers. I hope you all have understood all the concepts of this chapter. If you have not understood, go through the videos again and try to understand. After this, I'll give you the worksheets based on the questions we did in this chapter. Understand the chapter thoroughly and try to do the worksheets by yourself. If you have the printer facility at home, you can take the printouts of the given worksheets. Worksheets will be given next week. If you don't have the printer facility, do the worksheets on the papers and file the papers. Understood? First, you understand the chapter thoroughly by seeing the videos till you understand. Then do the worksheets by yourself. Okay, children? Take care. Have a nice day. Thank you all.